We welcome our friend Marty Smith back to the show. Marty, your clarity, your passion really resonated with people from your visit last night. But you got a smile on your face. This is a sport you love, and I feel like after an incredibly dark moment, man, did that sport rally today. Help me understand sort of the scene and your view of it.
It was a beautiful day here at Talladega Superspeedway. It was a day that showed beautiful unity. It was a day that showed beautiful progression. It was a day that showed that nobody in the sport is going to back down from a push for compassion, for a push for unity, and for a push for progress and equality. And what those drivers did was one of the most amazing moments I've ever seen. And I can kind of tell you how that came together.
Please.
They have a driver chat, Scotty, where all of the guys are in a single chat room, and they typically discuss, oh, you wronged me here, or maybe we should unify together and go to NASCAR with this idea, that kind of thing. But Jimmy Johnson led the charge yet again, and in that driver chat, he said, I'm going to go stand beside Bubba during the national anthem. And one by one, everyone else started to fall in line and say, we need to do something bigger. And it was actually Kevin Harvick who had the idea that they should push the race car in unison to the front of the field, well beyond the other race cars at the end of pit road, and that they should all stand with Bubba for the national anthem. And Scotty, as I saw, not only the drivers push that race car down the pit lane during pre-race, it gives me chills right now, down the pit lane during pre-race, but every single crew member fall in line and follow them in this gorgeous moment of solidarity. I love to see that Darrell was overwhelmed with emotion. He should be, because he's carried so much, so courageously. And when someone does what happened here on Sunday night, and everyone stands with him and beside him and behind him and props him up in a moment like that, that's what NASCAR is about right now. And I am so proud. I'm proud today of what we saw.
The significance of the King, Richard Petty, being there and standing beside him. Marty, what did that represent in your opinion?
It's tremendous, Scott. And just some backstory. Richard, the King is 82 years old.
I know it.
So as the sport has made its way back from COVID-19, the King has not come to the racetrack. He's stayed away. But he actually called the team and said, I'm going to Talladega because the most important thing right now in my life is I need to hug my driver. And he got on an airplane and he came down here to stand beside Bubba Wallace in that moment and to hug him before the race to ensure that he knows that everyone in that organization believes in him, loves him, and is standing with him. And just an unbelievably profound moment to see Darrell standing there with the King before the race. Richard Petty's influence in this garage is impossible to articulate. There's not a big enough superlative for what he means. And to see his statement that he was enraged. He was enraged and outraged that this happened. And he echoed NASCAR that whoever did this needs to be found and needs to be sent forever. And the president of the sport, Steve Phelps, said that today. We will find them, and they're going to be gone unequivocally forever. Banned. Goodbye. We'll see you. And just so you know, the FBI was here this morning. That's how serious this is being taken. The governor of Alabama released a statement that this is not tolerable. The FBI was here investigating the situation with the noose in Bubba Wallace's garage stall. So this has taken on a substantial momentum, and they're going to find them.
That's the intent, and that it's just so interesting how what happened on Monday in no way obscures Sunday, but I think it's, you know what it is to me as an observer that you'd know better, but it feels like a statement that might have surprised people that don't know the sport. And you were passionate in its defense. And I think people roll their eyes maybe and they go, oh, no, it's a racist sport. It's a redneck sport, this or that. It's, to me, what NASCAR said with what they said on Sunday, but then more importantly, what their drivers and the guys in the garage showed Monday was that show of force,
That's
Marty.
it.
That's what's important, isn't it?
It's the driving core. It's the faces of corporate America for all of these companies that have invested all of these millions of dollars in this sport. It's the drivers who made the decision that this is how we're going to show how much we care about this man and about this movement and about this moment. Because in NASCAR, this is not a moment, this is a movement. And you're absolutely right. What happened on Sunday was disgusting. What happened on Monday was momentous and beautiful. And I've never been prouder than I am tonight of what I saw from those guys back in Bubba today.
I was going to ask you how significant the day was. You just answered the question, Marty. I appreciate your passion and your clarity of voice last night and tonight, especially given the weight of the moment. Nobody better than you. You always make me feel with your words, man, and never more so than the last 2 nights. I appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you so much.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.